First at 5, the westbound side of Rhode Island's Washington Bridge needs to be torn down and rebuilt. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Montecalvo.
And I'm Shannon Heggie. Governor Dan McKee made the announcement just hours ago and outlined plans on how to move forward, including a timeline of the work expected over at least the next 2 years. Let's get to Target 12 investigator Alexandra Leslie live in Providence. Alex?
Well, state officials say the engineering firms that were hired to examine the bridge all came to the same conclusion, that the superstructure is unsafe and it needs to be rebuilt. Governor Dan McKee says he was deeply disturbed by additional findings of the bridge's structural analysis.
Today we are announcing that we will be replacing the bridge, but also accountability and the day of reckoning for those who are responsible for the position that we're in and the position that the people in the state of Rhode Island in. That day is coming, and is coming very soon. Thank you.
What exactly that day of reckoning is unclear right now, but Governor McKee says his administration is assembling a legal team, and he also said he still has confidence in his DOT director, Peter Alviti. So what happens now? Well, demolition of the existing bridge is expected to start this summer and continue through next March. That is just demolition. Engineers say traffic is not expected to be flowing over the new bridge until sometime between March and September of 2026. The cost to do all of this estimated between $250 and $300 million. But state officials are hoping the federal government will pay for a lot of that. The governor says the project will be competitively bid and requests for proposals will go out sometime next month. The total cost will be updated once a contract for the new bridge is awarded by the end of July. Now, officials once again reiterated that the decision to close the bridge was the correct one. Engineers told RIDOT that 2 of the bridge's tie rods had failed and say if all had happened at the same time in the same pier, that there was a risk of collapse. For now, reporting live in Providence, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.
Alex, thank you. Ted Nisi joins us now live in studio to talk about the bridge. And Ted, and obviously big concern at the Rhode Island State House is the price tag. We heard $250 to $300 million for this project.
Yeah, they're worried enough, Mike, that when Speaker Joe Shekarchi and Senate President Ruggiero put out a joint statement as the governor was still speaking, they not only said they're very concerned about the cost of all this, they underlined that these are only estimates, meaning they're not at all convinced this will only cost $250 million to $300 million. They are also pointing out there's no guarantee of how much federal money Rhode Island will get for this project. There's certainly a lot there. Certainly U.S. Senator Jack Reed, with his senior position on the Appropriations Committee, could be beneficial there, but particularly with an election coming up later this year when Washington could change hands and the Republicans are hoping to take control, Rhode Island might have a tougher time getting as much money as some people think.
Let's talk about the $35 million or about that debt. It's already been spent on this bridge.
Yeah, Mike, I think that's one of the things that's probably going to frustrate people most because they had not done, frankly, accurate inspections of this bridge and thought it could last another 25 years. RIDOT has been pouring money, a lot of it federal money, into the current Washington Bridge, the one that's now going to be torn down. As you say, approaching $40 million so far of a $78 million contract. And when the governor was asked at today's news conference, will any of that be salvageable, he said probably not a lot.
You know, we've heard so many people over the last 3 months, business owners talking about the impact. You know, some of their business down 30–40% just in the last few months.
Yeah, Mike, and that also points to, frankly, I think the political risks for everyone. East Bay state lawmakers who are all up for re-election this fall. And even looking out a little further ahead, you know, Governor McKee has been emphatic. He's going to run for another term in 2026. With the timeline they're talking about right now, this project could go right up to the September 2026 primary. And of course, that's only if it's done on time with this schedule, which officials are acknowledging is a bit of an aggressive schedule.
You know, we're talking about the money, but another factor for drivers, like, am I going to get stuck in traffic for the next 3 years, an hour every day?
And what we're constantly hearing from viewers is, you know, the governor got a lot of criticism when he was saying it's 10 to 15 minutes. We take the bridge. Sometimes it is 10 or 15 minutes, but sometimes it's way more, and you don't necessarily know. And I think making those commutes, even longer ones, more predictable is going to be one of the things that they are most trying to do, both state officials and local officials.
And real quickly, Ted, what surprised you the most from this news conference?
I think the governor's tone. You know, I think his level of frustration and the hints that they might seek legal action against the companies that had inspected the bridge. Clearly, it's sunk in for him and his senior staff that this is going to dominate, frankly, the rest of his term.
All right, Target 12 investigator Ted Nesi. Ted, thank you. Shannon?
First, we continue with breaking news on the Washington Bridge westbound. What was once going to take months will now take years.
And as many people feared, Governor Dan McKee has announced the Washington Bridge westbound will need to be torn down and rebuilt. The estimated cost, hundreds of millions of dollars.
Meantime, the governor is promising that, quote, accountability is coming soon. Alexandra Leslie was at the news conference and tells us what the plan is going forward. Alex?
Well, transportation officials estimate that it won't be between until March and September of 2026 until traffic is flowing on a new westbound side of Washington Bridge. And Governor Dan McKee said he was unhappy with what engineers discovered.
I am deeply disturbed by the additional findings related to this project. We will hold anyone responsible, all responsible parties, fully accountable. The day of accountability is coming, and it's coming soon.
State officials say the engineering firms that were hired to examine the bridge all came to the same conclusion, that the superstructure is unsafe and needs to be rebuilt. Engineers told RIDOT that 2 of the bridge's tie rods had failed, and if all had failed at the same pier, it would have become unstable and collapsed. Now it's time for the state to find a contractor to demolish the existing bridge, which will take months, and at the same time build a new structure. Governor McKee struck a new tone at this afternoon's announcement, telling Rhode Islanders there will be a day of reckoning. He also said, though, he had confidence in his DOT director, Peter Alviti. Alviti himself was asked to explain why Rhode Islanders should have faith in his leadership and his ability to get this project done.
I think the answer to that is in our demonstration of competency, in the way that our team at RIDOT in the last 7 years have built nearly 300 bridges. And as the governor said, all responsible parties that contributed to any kind of negligence will be held accountable for this.
Now, the cost to tear down and rebuild a new bridge is estimated to be between $250 and $300 million. But state officials are hoping that the federal government will pay for most of that. The governor says this project will be competitively bid. Reporting live in Providence, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.